how the Iggy rap thing? So, yeah, in this episode, we'll be doing Daredevil, the TV series.
Baik bro.
Yeah, man. Today's the okay. Technically, on this episode recorded, it is on the 11th. It was released yesterday on the 10th of April on Netflix, which is very dope.
Hey, Netflix eh?
Netflix.
Siapa? Netflix like nowadays is called fuck. No, Netflix nowadays like a lot of good like shows that are coming out.
Yeah, I mean, for Netflix, I suppose people like some of the like TV shows go to Netflix these days because like they have issues with the like the old guard of the TV broadcast companies are like, you know, like all those like CBS and stuff, where Netflix is like more direct to the fans. The delivery system is like much more easier to do. Yeah, so that's why there's got like a lot of like good shows coming out. So one of them is Daredevil. So it was aired around 10th of April, which was yesterday. So what do you guys think? The debut is out.
Oh yeah, serious.
I mean, the tone was very gritty. It was like one of those like Marvel Knights kind of thing, you know. My first impression was that wow, this reminds me the vibe I got when I watched like Punisher Warzone, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Which was very, you know, it's like it's not shy to induce violence and blood into the show.
Yep.
Which was really great. So like let's move to the cast. The main guy playing Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, is Charlie Cox.
Cox.
Yeah.
Cox.
His mind.
It's still in the Iggy Azriela thing.
So anyway, I mean, I love how Charlie Cox portray Daredevil. He's a English guy. He's from London actually, and his accent is, you know, the voice he portrays as Matt Murdock is like super cool, calm, you know. And so I mean, if you wanna check his previous book, you can always see Stardust and
Stardust?
Yeah, it's a really old movie. I think it's around.
It's the one with Clay Danes, right?
Yeah, it's a 2006, 2007 movie.
Who the hell he acted as?
He's actually the main guy. Yeah, it's a really old movie, but he wasn't popular then. I mean, he was like one of the new guys. And then there's Karen Page being played by Deborah Ann Wall. So if you see True Blood, she's nearly in every episode. Yeah. And then there's the Automatic Hit, one of the newer movies which was released I think on this year. I think it was released 5 days before the debut of Daredevil, I think, if I got the date correct. Yeah, so gotta check the movie out, The Automatic Hit. And Foggy Nelson, I always remember him as the Mighty Ducks guy. Yeah, that's the only movie I would remember him by, and that's about it. He's like so-called, Foggy is the partner with Matt Murdock in the law firm company. So, and then there's this Vincent D'Onofrio. He was in the movie The Judge.
The Robert Downey Jr. one.
Yeah, he's the brother.
I didn't watch.
Yeah, and Law and Order. He's also
Special Victim Unit.
Yeah, this one is the Criminal Intent. Yeah, he is also Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. Right. So right off the bat here, looking at the cast, Karen Page. If you actually were to follow the Daredevil comic series, Karen Page is actually the secretary for the company that Matt Murdock is in. So in the debut episode, it kind of like firstly shows the origin of how exactly he got his powers. Where there was the truck accident, then there was the chemical that hit him in the eyes, then he losing his eyesight, and I guess the origin that goes on in the debut is not really a lot, but just enough to make you like
understand what exactly is.
I mean, like for fans, for fans, they are pretty much familiar like how the origins would probably go. But as like somebody who probably don't know anything about the Daredevil, I guess it's, what do you think? Is it enough to like oh, okay, this is how probably he gets his powers and stuff.
They probably summarize there's probably more to it, but they just
I don't know how's the origin of Daredevil.
Because
the toxic might only just damage his eyes. Then after that, how does he get his super senses?
Like if it were to follow the original, it pretty much is very close to the original origin story. The chemical is something kind of like it gives blindness to Matt Murdock, but it enhances everything else. Like he doesn't really have super strength, but he has enhanced hearing, sense of smell, sense of touch.
But we don't see that because okay, if you suddenly get like super senses, you surely be shocked about it, right? But you see like the following scene where he touched his dad's face, and he's still like he don't know anything. He's just blind.
He doesn't really like develop.
He doesn't really cope with everything else like the other heightened senses.
Maybe
but you don't see that. Maybe in the near
in the later part of the
you try to say like they don't really elaborate on like exactly how the powers like develop more or less. But we hopefully would see that in the future episodes, I guess, because like then again the summarized origins that goes about in the debut episode is not a lot. It's like I think there's like only like 2 scenes in the intro, and then the later part in the episode where it's like less than 30 seconds of a kind of like a flashback, that kind of thing.
Which I think was, I think it's good lah in terms of like, some people don't really want to get into it too much. They just want to like watch it like plain Jane, not really like a Daredevil follower and whatnot. So it's something simple for them to comprehend, to understand.
And like what do you think about the costume? Is it like what was your first impression?
I don't know, because before I watched this first episode, I saw the red costume.
The trailer where he like transformed from black to red.
But somehow I'm not convinced with the red costume, so I kinda like this black costume more.
The more minimalist kind of thing. And obviously
it's just something about him covering his eyes. Or
the black cloth,
like the Iron Fist mask.
And very Frank Miller kind of like simple design. But I think the very first time I ever saw that kind of design was the old Hulk TV show, where there was a cameo by Daredevil as well. And then that, I can't remember which episode was it, but it was a really old Hulk TV series where Kingpin was also inside a very thin Kingpin. And Daredevil was in the episode as well, and it also showed that the weakness of Daredevil at the time, because I think Kingpin did some kind of machine where he did this sound wave kind of thing, and it totally caught Daredevil off guard, because he had heightened hearing abilities, so he was like couldn't cope with the pain, that kind of thing. So I think that was the first time I saw the black costume, but it wasn't that simple as compared to the show. But so I don't know whether that came first or Frank Miller, but I think that design came first, because the Frank Miller one is later in the years, right? But as gritty as Frank Miller's portrayal or his version of Daredevil, the show kind of like captures it a little bit as well. Like early on, as mentioned, like the show is not shy on the violence part.
Yeah.
I mean the first scene where he was saving the hostages.
Prostitute, I don't know.
I think they kind of like
sex slave.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
The
So
one at the container yard.
yeah, he beat the
No,
shit out of the
he's
guy.
pounding the guy's face.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh.
He could have just like knocked the guy out, but instead he was like the guy was like bleeding and stuff.
Actually,
And
the opening sequence really, you kind of feel that, you know, all the blood and shit.
yeah. Then what about the part where he like went to church and talked to
Talk to the father. It's not about what I did before. It's about what I want to do. About to do.
Yeah, so that itself already like sets the tone, like, you know, the intent of it. And like so when moving forward, that he's not in the costume like throughout the episode, but in the middle of it he goes on about trying to find clients for the company and stuff. Like, what do you think about like the portrayal of like the day Matt Murdock? Like, I think he's cool lah. I mean, he portrays
It's supposed to be cool lah.
Yeah.
I mean, the comic also is like just cool lah.
he's not like I don't know, in the comics there are certain times where he's being portrayed as this pompous, like, you know, overconfident, that kind of guy. But
there's an alter ego of him also in the comics.
yeah, but in the debut episode he seems to be very calm, collective. That's what I like really like attracted me to, like, wow, this guy's like his accent is like really cool, and you can't lie to this guy.
Yeah.
Because when he was interviewing his first client, he was like reading the pulse to his radar sense. So I was like, wow, man, you can't lie to this guy. He will find out the truth and like get to the bottom of it, which is a really cool character so far on screen. Like, prior to this, was there anybody like using that kind of thing? No, right? Alright, so besides that, alright, let's talk about a little bit of the cast here, a little bit more. Right off the bat, if you were to follow the comics, Karen Page, obviously the secretary of the firm, which is also, if it were to follow the comics in time, will be killed by Bullseye. Yeah, which is also the love interest for Matt Murdock, because between Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson, they try to win the attention for Karen Page, but probably in the comics, if they were to follow, there will be a time where Foggy Nelson will try to attempt to be the Daredevil, you know, just to, you know, like fake for the love he has for Karen Page. But in time, if Bullseye were to have an appearance, Karen Page might actually die if they were to follow that. So that's one of the characters right off the bat, which is debuted in the show. Down the line, I did a little bit of digging. There will be Rosario Dawson, you know, the lady in Men in Black.
Oh, she's gonna appear.
Yeah, she will be.
City girl.
Yeah, she'll be playing as Claire Temple, the love interest for Luke Cage. Yeah, and also the original wife of Black Goliath, the original Black Goliath. So yeah, she will probably be in the 4th or 5th episode right now.
So fast.
Yeah, if I saw the timeline correctly.
Then Luke Cage also.
Luke Cage, I haven't seen it. They haven't really announced it. Yeah, but yeah, the Defenders basically is announced, and Daredevil, the show, would probably be the setup for the Defenders, the TV series, where it has Iron Fist, Luke Cage, as well as Daredevil, and what's that girl's name? Jessica Jones. Yeah, there's one, if you remember Civil War, she went on with Luke Cage as well. They had a child. She's one of the, yeah.
Okay.
So
who is she?
She is like not really a A-grade character.
Well, what's her name?
Jessica Jones.
The character's name? I mean, like.
Her name is Jessica Jones, and her powers is not really amazing, but it's also caused by a freak accident, blah blah blah. Yeah. So basically, yeah, Daredevil is a setup for the Defenders, which has already been announced, and if it's possible to have Luke Cage and maybe Iron Fist in the show, I think it would be really cool because we haven't really seen those guys on screen before. And Luke Cage being played by Terry Crews, I think.
Serious, man?
Are you serious?
There's because has been talk of it, but I mean like really confirmed, signed on a paper, not really yet. But he's the highest candidate right now to be playing Luke Cage, Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Iron Fist, there's no news yet, and as well as Jessica Jones. But think about it, who else want to play Luke Cage? With that body, Luke Cage is a big dude.
But usually it's like this kind of casting, although it looks good, doesn't mean it plays off. Usually it's like that.
So yeah, we will be hopeful on the casting will be good. I mean, if they don't get Terry Crews, it's fine as long as you get somebody. I mean, Charlie Cox. Yeah, Charlie Cox is doing really great as Daredevil. So I mean, you can get somebody who's not that popular.
I'm waiting for like Bullseye to come out. And I hope it doesn't come out like Colin Farrell.
Yeah, he's
Bullseye.
He's shit.
He needs to have a proper costume act.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean for Colin Farrell, he's less psychotic.
No, he's not psychotic. He's more like pervert.
Yeah, more or less. So yeah, I mean it'd be great to have. I mean the tone of the show is really dark. I mean if Bullseye can make it even more like
menacing and darker.
It'd be great. Like obviously not for kids to see, but So
yeah, I'm expecting him to be quite sadistic.
Yeah.
Like beats out people and shit.
Yeah, like mindfucks the hero. Like I'm gonna get the people you love, and they're gonna die slowly. That kind of thing. Yeah. Super psychotic. Shut up.
And I hope they don't play too much with the Electra romance. I mean, we don't need that.
Yeah, we had.
But are they going to cast Electra?
I'm sure they will.
There's no talks about it so far to what I read, but I think I had enough with the Ben Affleck thing.
Yeah.
I think we can all forget and move on. So
no, I'm sure we'll get an Electra some way or another.
Probably
just not yet.
Probably, if I remember correctly, there hasn't have any clues of it in the first season, but we'll see.
It's like those kind of like side characters that you need for your main heroes.
Just like a few cameos.
It's like Black Cat for
Spider-Man.
Kind.
Okay, and then another great thing I guess is that the TV series is directly connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it takes right off the first Avenger movie. So in Hell's Kitchen, it was mentioned that they took the brink.
Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay, bro.
No, I forgot to note it down to never mention that name. So yeah, besides the kitchen, yeah, it was mentioned that the Hell's Kitchen was took the bulk of the attack when the Chitauri came and invade, and so pretty much the town or city, we call it city or town.
City,
is in the process of rebuilding and stuff, and of course there is a giant overlord company taking advantage of the repairs. For every superhero punching a bad guy through a wall, somebody's making money somewhere. Actually that does happen in real life, but that's besides the point. Yeah, so like right, we are talking again about the tone of the show. Are you guys like glad that it went that way, or was it an expectation?
No, I just glad they kind of like shadowed away the old bullshit Daredevil that Ben Affleck did. Because this one is like a whole different feel, different thing.
But then again, Daredevil is Ben Affleck version of Daredevil. Even though it was a movie, it wasn't really that bright either.
Yeah,
it was in the middle tone, but the story was kind of.
It's just
the plot of it was shit. Like, but this one is like more of like dark, very gritty, and it's not for the young kind of thing.
But that's the thing. I kind of feel that sometimes there's too much of this dark and gritty shit going on. It feels like the same. It feels like a TV show, you know. I was actually kind of hoping for like the recent, like the recent Mark Waid kind of comics, like a bit more bright you know, more friendlier. I don't need you know all this blood shit but it's nice It's just two different things
And like there's a lot of superhero shows as of late, and Daredevil being the latest offering by Marvel. Would you say it is a good answer to DC's Green Arrow?
I guess they look the same.
Yeah, more or less.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like depending the CD. So like, but then again, it's CW's network for Green Arrow. Before Green Arrow and all the superhero stuff that goes on, like Flash and stuff, the series is famous for those skinny boppers, kind of like love story
Gossip
network.
Girls.
Yeah,
the
CW network is before
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
You know.
that really sappy, crappy kind of thing. I mean, if you're into it, then that's fine. But so when Green Arrow came along, you know, then the ratings start to go up, and then they still had that love thing, like plots, which made the network famous for, and they put it into the show. And so Marvel's answer to it, okay, we got Daredevil, and we made it the entire opposite of what Green Arrow is, semi-bright. We made it all dark. So like, is it like, then again, I mean, you're not into the dark element too much. I mean, it makes it just a show.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I've seen too much of it.
Too much darkness.
Yeah.
Darknesses. Fuck your couch.
It's like it feels like, you know, X-Men.
There was a X Factor show, or was it, what was that X show last time they used to have? There was an X-Men show, no? A live X-Men show. It was like real way back, but it sucked so bad.
Really?
Yeah. It was released by Fox also. Yeah. So at least it wasn't like that. That was all bright. Some stupid ass CGI shit, man. That was like one of the worst X-Men shows ever. I only watched like 2 episodes and like, okay, I'm done.
Was it the X-Men show?
Yeah, it was a X Factor, X-Men, I don't know what show. I know
X Factor got a show?
X Factor, I only know got the singing show.
Anyway, so like so yeah, like overall, what do you think about like Charlie Cox being portraying as Matt Murdock? Like, what do you think of Daredevil himself? Was he a good representation on screen so far from the debut? I think
so far okay lah. I mean, there's nothing much to say about it.
So far it's just like one episode, so we've got to go more into it and see how it progresses.
What about the supporting cast? There's nothing really much going on.
Honestly, the cast
because I don't know the cast really that well. I mean the comics also lah. I don't really know the people.
The cast also not really well known.
Alright, for the show being like mentioned earlier, being a setup for the Defenders, what are the possibilities, since it's connected to the MCU, what are the possibilities characters from MCU actually making, like, you know, like photobombs or something?
Photobomb maybe, yeah, but
you know, like just passing by open the street, like that's
passing by like
okay.
oh shit!
If Lim Tong Hai were to be if Lim Tong Hai were to be in the Defenders, he probably have number 8 as his logo.
Yep.
Yeah, and his superpowers is headbutting everybody.
Thank you, Lim Tong Hai.
Yeah, we were born from that generation. Apparently, somebody still remembers him. God bless you.
If like overseas people who don't know who is Lim Tong Hai,
Go look at that.
go Google.
He's a tall guy.
If you're overseas and you don't know Lim Tong Hai, then maybe you know Jang Jung.
He will take you out. Take you out.
No man, I know he's Korean. The first ever
Yeah,
Korean.
he's overseas.
Yeah, I know Jang Jung is like the first ever Korean we all
It's
ever
like the first
discovered.
K-pop.
Yeah.
See, before K-pop, there was Jang Jung, bro.
He was popular. He was a popular Korean.
J-pop, Jang Jung pop. Anyway.
How do I deal with this? Well, yeah. Anyway, so it'd be exciting if anybody from MCU were to make a like appearance or photobomb or like, hey, wait, there's Hawkeye walking down the street, or like
Hawkeye Hawkeye Lim Hawkeye.
Lim Hawkeye.
Oh god. So yeah, like anyway, if you wanna catch Daredevil, it's on Netflix right now. To what I have been reading and been told on comments in Facebook, the entire season is on Netflix. So I think there's about like what was it, 11, 13 episodes if I remember correctly. But again, Netflix is not free. It's a monthly subscription. I think it's about like $9.90 USD.
Yep.
So that's about like 11, 12 bucks at Singapore dollars, I think. Yeah, it's monthly, and they have a monthly basis subscription and a yearly basis subscription. But again, once you subscribe, all of the shows in it are free. For the value, I think it's okay. I mean, it's kind of like a Spotify kind of model. So like.
And the shows there on Netflix, not bad.
And if you're willing to wait, I can honestly say it will jump onto the TV screens. Networks will catch up onto it, especially if the ratings are going really good. But there'll be quite some time before the thing actually reaches to the TV screen. So because due to the violence and stuff. But then again, if it reaches to this TV screen and it gets censored because of the blood, it's just damn stupid.
Fuck you.
So anyway, so yeah, this is our thoughts on the debut episode for Daredevil. So far, is as a debut for about like an hour or so. I think it's really good so far, and good tone, good acting by Daredevil, the main character, and
Charlie Cox. Is it?
yes.
Okay.
And you gotta like stop trying to say it like that. So well, anyway, so yeah, this is Cosmic Fury. This is our thoughts on Daredevil episode 1, the debut, which is titled Into the Ring. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
泡泡姐，这个泡泡泡。